Good morning. I'm awake. I'm here. I'm tired. I'm gonna go through all my normal things here as I try and focus. I have notes about what I'm talking about. I'm ready to go. I'm just gonna make sure I'm live everywhere I need to be live because the way my day is going so far, I wouldn't put it past something to not work. Not gonna lie. Is anyone? Oh, I am on Facebook scratching my face. That's fantastic. I'm having this issue on Facebook. Whenever I go to a new window, the search function like pops up. It's really annoying, not gonna lie. Oh my goodness, why am I so tired? I think I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night, so there's really no excuse for this. It's just life. All right, here we go. Looks good. I'm live on all channels. I've got my chat function up. Everybody say good morning. This week's episode, I do need to tell that. See? Well, Laura, hopefully you're watching. I need a winner from last week. The things we forget when we're out of tune for the weekend. This week's episode of Tipsy Tuesday is brought to you by Fab Clique. I say click. Some people say clique. I need to ask Dee how to pronounce it because, as I've mentioned before, I frequently mispronounce everything. Everything. I say Fab Click because I live in the South and clicks are a real thing. I don't think that's just the South, but that's what it makes me think of. But I'm not that savvy. So, anyways, it's CLIQUE. And sorry, I swear I'm on the ball. I swear. Good morning, Sarah. So just to give you a little insight into how crazy my life has been, I got home from the 5 out of 4 business retreat where I met most of my coworkers for the first time yesterday at 2 p.m. And my husband had the day off, so that was glorious, right? We immediately, we met the kids at the bus stop at 2:40 and then got in the car at 3 for afternoon activities / picking up one car, dropping off the other. It was just crazy pants. And I did not get home from driving until a little after 7. And then it was cook dinner and eat at 8 p.m. It's been a little insane. Not gonna lie. And then at 8, my husband got home about 7 too because we ended up in separate cars driving kids around. Mondays are just bananas here. It's crazy. For whatever reason, a lot of our activities are on Mondays, which is kind of great, I'm not gonna lie, because my husband is typically in town and we can divide and conquer, and then I'm kind of done for the rest of the week. You know what I mean? That way the hard day is out of the way, and the other ones have individual challenges, but Monday, man, bananas. But he ended up having to pick up my oldest from a musical theater class, I think is what it's called. It's some sort of acting class at 9. Oh my gosh, once you have a 13-year-old, those activities, it's after dark. I don't want activities after dark. I'm a big fat complainer. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to repeat again, and I'm probably going to mispronounce it, and then nobody's going to want to sponsor my show. And yes, I should ask, but Dee actually had a family emergency. She's the owner. And then I was out of town, and bananas. So my apologies. But this week's episode is brought to you by Fab Click Fabrics. I'm going to say click. Laura's probably cringing in the background because she says clique because that's fancy. I'm going to say click. I'm going with click, which probably means it's wrong. They are going to give away a $20 gift card for one lucky winner. I want you... Oh, gosh. My life is just not going the way. I'm making sure I have all the details. Anyways, they have a very active Facebook group. I will link to that in just a minute. In order to win, I'd love it if you could join their Facebook group and take a look at some of the fabrics they have. They also have a contest going on right now that is, it's called the Fabulous. I love it so much. Fabulous contest. The details are in the pinned post for the Facebook group. I'm also going to take a look at the website. Let me move this out of the way, move this way down here, and then hit this button. There we go. All right, so this is the website. It is, let me move this, thefabclique.com. Hopefully you can see that, right? You can see it right here. Oh, I clicked on, hold on. There it is. I clicked on a link from Facebook, so it puts the Facebook tag on there. Anyways, it's thefabclique.com/shop. She sent me some fabrics. Usually I try and sew them. Okay, let me back up. Take a deep breath. Can you tell I'm drowning today? Anyway, so my husband got home at 9:15, 9:30 after picking up our oldest, and he reminded me, hey, by the way, I'm going out of town in the morning. I did not cry. I held it together because I love my husband, and the look on his face, like he doesn't carry a lot of stress in his shoulders. He very rarely gets headaches. And he had held it together for the weekend, and we had multiple children and multiple plates. Like, it's crazy. We have a lot of children, and I don't go away very often. And for whatever reason, when I do go away, a couple of them tend to, like, just fall apart, right? Including Stella and a certain 11-year-old we all know and love. And so as soon as he said it, I could just see his whole body he was so exhausted. I think he was asleep by 9 p.m. It was crazy. So I'm struggling a little bit today, I'm not going to lie. I'm really happy I'm home. I'm happy I'm in my own bed. But I'm going to get my act together because I want to do this company justice because Dee is actually one of our testers. She's tested for us quite a bit. She's lovely. The company's fabric is lovely. I've gotten a few random things in the past, but then I ordered some stuff last week just for this purpose so I could show it off. And when I was talking to her about what I wanted, I went ahead and signed up. I'm going to show you right here, the Solid Essentials monthly subscription. And I'm going to see if I can show you the picture that really... So I was just thinking to myself, like, I wear a lot of solids. I'm not a super fancy person. My husband definitely wears solids. And even my oldest tends to go that way, whereas my 11-year-old and the twins, man, any bright kitten-covered fabric, they're all over. But I am running low on some solids, and anyway, I liked that this was a mix of different types of fabric. It wasn't just going to be cotton lycra. It's different, I think, almost every month, but it's like sometimes you get the two-tone in there and stuff like that, but I loved it. I just love having some solids to pick from. Even in the summer, you can get something a little bit different, right? And this is one of my favorite colors, that dark red. So that actually came this weekend, which was pretty exciting. And not only that, like, if you're like me, I'm a terrible shopper. I'm not going to lie, okay? Oh, here's the picture I wanted to look at. No, that's not it. Man. Anyway, I love whites and stuff in January, too. So it might have been that picture that I was like, okay, I'm going to take a stab on this. Because I don't usually do a subscription because then I end up with, like, even more fabric hoarded in the back. But I love solids, and I wear a lot of solids, and I'm constantly looking for coordinates. Because you see those perfectly coordinated things. That's not my skill. That is not my skill, 100% not my skill. So I'm excited about this. The Weekender is going to be awesome, and two of the fabrics that I got today. So I'm going to switch back to me so I can show you what I have. All right. So some of this is from that subscription box. I got my first one this weekend. So and they're both waffle knits. And this is what I was saying. So I've seen a ton of waffle knits everywhere. And I was lucky enough to get in on one before it sold out. But apparently this is like the hot fabric. I should know these things because I own my own company. But I don't because I'm not that talented. Let me make sure I'm not missing any. Oh, just, okay. So this is it. It's a lovely mustard, which is going to be a coordinate for so many things. And this is one of my favorite colors. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm a fall color type person. So this came in. So these two, just to reiterate, these were part of the subscription box. She sent 1.5 yards of each. And, like, the subscription really, like, it can change. So I think that's just neat. I like somebody shopping for me. I'm not going to lie. Like, if I were a wealthy person, I would have a personal shopper. Um, and then the fabrics I ordered because I wanted some new fabrics, and that's my life. Another one is a waffle knit. And let me see if I can go back on the website. And I loved what some of her... Oh, here it is. I wanted to show you what some of the people on the website had sewn up with this because I thought it was just so stinking cute. Sometimes I'm just, I'm addicted to cardigans, right? So I love this one. It's a little bit different than your average bear. My girls are going to love it. There it is with a coordinate. Anyway, so I was pretty excited about this one. I love that off-the-shoulder top. I can guess who that is, but anyway. So I got this one, but then this is the one that I ordered for myself because, again, you can see also the color that I'm wearing today. This is my color. This will be probably a cardigan because I live in cardigans. I'm wearing a cardigan now, and it's like 70 degrees outside. But I love it. And then she also sent me, so this is going to be pretty exciting for me. I got to think of what I want to do with it. It's a lightweight chambray. So this is new for me, I'm not going to lie. No stretch to this. Yeah, no stretch. No stretch. Oh, there's a tiny bit of horizontal stretch, just no vertical stretch. Look at that. I know what I might do with this. But the challenge will be to find time quickly so I can show you. But it's beautiful, and it feels really nice. I'm just going to... Did that get awkward? Sorry. Anyway, if you want to win the $20 gift certificate this week to FabClick, take a look at the website. Take a look at her Facebook group. If you make your own costume, I highly recommend joining all the costume contests because I don't make costumes. It's like when it gets to Halloween, I kind of pretend I don't know how to sew. I'm not going to lie. I don't enjoy Halloween. It is my least favorite holiday. And my kids... tell me I have a bad attitude, and I do. I have the worst attitude. I frequently try and talk them into going to a movie. I don't know. I need a better attitude. I'm sorry. I love seeing littles in their costumes. I don't know. It's just not my favorite. Sorry. But we love seeing what you make. How about that? We love seeing what you make for costume contests and stuff like that. You can find the details for her costume in the pinned post in the Facebook group. And yeah, take a look. I know tons of people love Halloween. And somebody just posted this whole How to Train Your Dragon. And if I read it right, I read it like on the road yesterday. Her husband had used the ninja leggings, I think, for part of his contest. Like, it was amazing. And the pieces like blow my mind. I think it's somewhere in the 5 out of 4 group, but like, it blew my mind. I can look. But I was very impressed with her sewing. I highly recommend trying to find that. Oh, here it is. I'll show you because this is just the bomb. And this blows me away. Right? I mean, seriously, that is like art. I love it so much. And my kids would lose their minds. They would lose their minds. Anyway, so hats off to that person for an amazing costume. I love it. I'm just so boring. I'm boring, and my brain is like, you're gonna wear this once. I'm slightly chagrined to admit this. I'm sorry. I'm a super boring person. I even have trouble making my own holiday outfits because we don't dress up. And if I'm gonna make something, I want to make something that like we're going to wear once a week, like a cardigan. Or I do like making myself a nice dress because when I need a nice dress, that's when I want it to be one that I've made because then it's actually going to fit me. But anyway, it is what it is. So this weekend, as I mentioned, I wanted to show off a couple things. I don't know if you saw me drinking out of my coffee mug just now. This is my Canadian coffee mug. Christy handed this to me during our retreat this weekend. So this was not like the kind of retreat we've been talking about where we're going to invite all of you guys to come sew with us. This was just for 5 out of 4 members to meet each other. Because I don't know if you've tuned in before or not, but I hadn't met most of my employees. That's the bottom line. I had met Christy briefly for coffee last summer. I think even before she started working for me. But anyway, and so we all met in Charleston this weekend. We got a house on the beach, and we had an amazing weekend. It was awesome. I learned a couple things. Well, I mean, I love my team, so there's that. We had a really good time. My husband works for a very large company, and he's done a couple of these like business retreats, and he's like, hey, you need to buy him a gift to remember your time together. I have a really weird sense of humor, I think. And so we were at a restaurant that we happened to eat at 2 nights in a row because we tried another restaurant the third night, and they were really rude to us, and I think just didn't have enough wait staff. And so it was like an hour-long wait, and we were milling around, and we were standing outside the other restaurant, and all of us were like, that food was amazing. Let's go back there. So we all ordered drinks, and I noticed that I could get mine in a commemorative mug. And so I bought one for everybody on the team. Does it look like me? I sent it to my husband, and he was like, okay, that's not what I meant. But so hopefully they all made it home and they didn't break. And every time you look at it, you laugh. This was called the Dr. Jones. And if you're a fan of Raiders of the Lost Ark or any of the Indiana Jones movies, I am. I'm a huge fan of Indiana Jones. They had crushed ice as part of your drink, and so you're like eating the monkey brains. Oh my gosh. It made me laugh and laugh. And so when we were there 2 nights in a row, the weeky, yes, if you worked for 5 out of 4, you too would have one of these mugs. So maybe I'm a little bit kookier than you expected. Anyways, we talked about upcoming patterns. We have this I'm growing. I'm really trying new patterns because I don't want to just do the same stuff all the time. I find that I am most excited to work. Well, I'm always excited to work because I love what I do. But I find that I'm most excited to work, and I'm when I'm learning something new, which is also a little stressful, right? And so I'm working on this holiday dress. I'm pretty pumped about it. It's still going to be knit. It's going to be like a stable knit, so somewhere in your scuba ponte area. I'm pumped. I'm hoping to make the tester version or the pre-test version of my size this week. I'm hoping that you guys want to grow with me because I have never done a pattern with darts before. I've sewn darts before, and they're really not as hard as they look, but they're really fancy. So, grow with me. Don't be scared. We can do it. We'll do it together. Friends, right? Okay. We also talked about retreat information. So we're going to be setting up probably a Google questionnaire to try and do some market research to figure out how we can best woo you to come and play with us. One thing I've realized, I'm kind of addicted to my family. So there is a very good chance that if we get a conference center in the woods somewhere that has cabins, my husband and family will be in a cabin so that I still get to see them because I have issues. I really like my family, and I love you guys and I love sewing, but even this weekend I was gone from Friday morning through Monday afternoon, and I love my team. We had a blast. It was a little too long. Just a little. I just needed my babies and my husband, but sorry babe, I needed my babies. And so there's a pretty good chance it's either going to be just a long weekend, or if it's longer, it's just so overwhelming, right? And so we started talking about it. Christy is far more organized than I am, so she's looking into it. I'm going to make some calls this week and see about some locations. But what kind of stuff do you want to learn about? Because really, if somebody just wants to sew the agility with me and me do some hand holding and cracking some jokes, I can do that at the lake with, 10 of my best friends, well, not really, 10 of my new friends, in a house. And we can do really low key. But if you want something like you want fabric sponsors and like we want to party it up at a conference center, that's bigger and better. And well, I don't know if it's better, but it'll be fun. So look out for the questionnaire. We're going to do ask some questions, fill in the blank. We'd love to see you there. So hopefully you have some opinions. Another thing we talked about were a ton of tutorials for the blog just in time for the holidays. I frequently am like, oh my goodness, what do I get teachers? I always give them money. Or I donate to a class gift. Even with coaches. My sister's a preschool teacher and she loves gift cards and money and gift cards. So I don't always put a lot of thought into it. And when I do put thought into it, I try and combine the two. So it will be an infinity scarf and a gift card. But we have a couple of tutorials. Laura's going to take this over, I think. Sorry if you're not Laura, but I'm pretty sure she is. She's going to have the whole video and a PDF download. It's going to be awesome. We have a ton. If you have some ideas of something you'd like to see, I'm sure that we'd all love to hear them. So you can comment here or whatever. Once again, don't forget to enter the giveaway if you're joining us late for FabClick fabrics. It's a $20 giveaway. Take a look at the website. See which fabric you'd like to try. I'm pretty pumped about my waffle nuts. There you go. I'm currently working on the Calypso. I think I showed you a picture last week. So the Calypso came about because I was working on the dress with the zipper and the darts for the holidays. And I was like, no, you know what? I want something in between. I want something super trendy that's going to be quick for me. This is the kiss of death. When I'm like, oh, that looks easy. I'm going to do that. I'm an idiot. Shirt version looks fantastic. Shirt version, nailed. It's great. The dress version, I think it's some mix between like wanting to stabilize the seam because, you get too many lightweight knits and it starts to like pull. And so I was like, oh, use clear elastic in that seam. Oh my gosh. All of a sudden it's like, what is happening? So being out of town all weekend and not being able to sew it up myself was a little bit more stressful than average. It looks like I'm going to have that due next weekend, and if I can figure it out, or it might just be a dress. I'm pretty sure that I'm close. Both Laura and I are going to be working on one today, and I have another person that just said they could work on it today. Because I want it to be flowy, but when you're gathering, you end up with like 10 inches of ease at the hem, and that's a lot. I want it to be flowy but not potato sacky. It's a challenge. Anyways, it's fun. Like I said, I like a challenge even when it's public. I make myself laugh and laugh. Other than that, Rochelle is doing all of her skirts, and we have a way that's coming out. That's going to be on the horizon here. And then, I haven't filled out my calendar yet. Alright, I think I can show you. You can probably see it in the dark over there. It's empty. That doesn't help me when I look over my shoulder to look at the dates. Let me pull up my calendar right now. Yeah, I think the October 22nd is the skirt debut. We have a lot planned for those skirts. They're pretty exciting. A lot of options. They're all mix and match. It's going to be rocking. So we have that going on. I'm looking for one more fall pattern to get out before I do my holiday dress because I think that if I let it out too early, then you guys are going to forget about it by the holidays and then I'm sad. We also have just a ton of ideas. I'm an idea person. Now I just have to follow through, right? It's always a challenge. All right. Oh, the 17th is a Thursday. Laura's correcting me in the background, but you know what? Those skirts are coming out soon, and there will be another Tipsy Tuesday before they come out. So, Rochelle, I love you. I can't remember anything. That's why I make notes, people. All right, one last time. I'm super thankful to FabClick for sponsoring this week's Tipsy Tuesday. I'm sorry I'm such a hot mess, Dee. I love you. Thank you for being such an awesome promoter, supporter, tester for 5 out of 4. Take a look at her website. Let me know which fabric you'd like to try on either. You can post on YouTube or on Facebook. Let me know. We'll pick a winner. Oh, last week's winner. Laura just told me. She likes to like really test me and watch me mispronounce things. Lise Mack, Lise Mack. So Laura's going to reach out and you're going to email me apparently. That person is the winner for the Discovery Trekking Outfitters gift certificate. I might go back to sleep. It doesn't help that it looks like it's going to rain today. My husband's out of town. I have physical therapy still. It's just a hot mess over here. So pray for me. Give me a high five. Hug from afar. I'll get my act together sometime before bedtime. And then I'll probably stay up too late, right? All right. As always, thank you for joining me for Tipsy Tuesday. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more calm and cool and collected next week. That's a lie. But maybe I'll have something sewn up for you. That would be exciting. All right. Thanks again. See you later.